Yo guys, what's up? It's Pro here, and today we're gonna do a little bit of a different video. So if you guys don't remember, a few videos ago I actually made some content related to Rubik's Cubes, this little thing here. Now I'm really sorry for the camera quality, and also if this video is gonna sound a little bit more off than usual, but I'm basically recording it with my Mac built-in camera and microphone because it's the best setup that I could find to, showcase these. I am not an, camera YouTuber. I usually play Minecraft, I don't do these sort of things. But, I really wanted to show off this little hobby I had for a while and how it kept going. Now, naturally, if you're here just for Minecraft content and don't care, don't worry about it. You can just watch any other video of mine. And also, another video related to Minecraft is gonna come soon. But if you're also interested in knowing what this is all about, then you can stick to the end of the video because I'm gonna showcase my collection of Rubik's Cubes. Now, you might already have seen some of these from my previous videos. I think I did a video on this and also showcased the 4x4. Now, I have no idea the different models and all of that stuff. I'm a complete noob when it comes to buying these. I did actually look for puzzles that, have a bunch of speed, like the best ones. I try to take like the most budget ones. What I actually like is owning a bunch of different puzzles, like this one. It's a Megaminx. And it's basically like a Rubik's Cube, but it's not a cube, it's a dodecahedron, which is, it's fun, it's hard to complete. I actually don't know how to solve this entirely, but I'm gonna show it later. Now, these are 14 cubes. I actually own one more, and it's like a Rubik's Cube, but it's like it's literally a Rubik's Cube, like it comes from the Rubik producer. And there is a meme in the Cubers community where the first cube you will ever have is gonna be a Rubik's really bad one. And that was it. That's the first cube I got, and it was really bad. Like you had to do you had to apply pressure in order to actually spin it and move it. But yeah, that's what got me started, and now I'm here. So I'm gonna divide this video in little segments, and you can choose the cube that interests you the most. All of these cubes actually rotate and are a different puzzle in some sort of way. There are some of these which I don't know how to solve. For example, this one I have no idea what is happening. I have no idea how to solve this one. I don't want to spoil myself the solution for any of these because I actually want this to solve, myself. For example, this one is also really impossible to solve, it seems. I have no idea what's going on here. It's called a puppet cube. I'm gonna showcase it later. But yeah, this is also one crazy cube. There is also this one I don't know how to solve yet. It's called a square one. But yeah, I'm gonna probably figure it out at some point. I actually got this shoe just 2 days ago, so I'm pretty new at this. And then there is the Megaminx, which is like a Rubik's Cube, but I think it's harder because it's like two Rubik's Cube together, and then this little bandage part right here, which I have no idea how to solve. So yeah, this is it. So other than these four, I actually know how to solve all of the other ones, but yeah, I'm gonna just go into more details on, all of the other ones in the collection. And leave a like if you enjoy this sort of weird content and you want to see some more. Okay, let's start with the regular Rubik's Cube, okay? Let's start with the boring stuff. I got this Rubik's Cube as a first because I was like, okay, I don't want a generic Rubik cube. I actually want something that can do like some finger tricks and can be at least a little bit speedy. I definitely want to learn and, become better. But honestly, right now, I'm more interested in trying different sort of puzzles and see how to solve them. Like, I'm more interested in the game of actually being able to solve the puzzle than being able to solve the puzzles fast. So I try not to spoil myself the solutions and try to, solve the puzzles on my own, even if it's like really hard and I mostly fail, as you can see. But yeah, the Rubik's Cube challenge is the first challenge you're ever gonna get, and I don't wanna say it's the easiest one, because naturally there is the 2x2, which is easier and stuff like that, but it's the most generic challenge and like the one that all cubers must know how to solve, of course. Now, this second one, I'm gonna show the model on the screen because I have no idea. It's a sticker cube, like it has stickers instead of this one, which is stickerless. But yeah, I actually got this one in a bundle when I bought all of these other ones, so this is why I have this one. Not because I wanted it, but just because it was in a bundle. But it's pretty great as well. I mean, it's just a cube I can bring around, and I don't have to worry about bringing this one that should be my main. I can just bring this one around and treat it a little bit more badly. Anyway, once we're done with the boring ones, I mean, I don't want to say the boring ones because they're still, they're still Rubik's Cubes. I mean, you can speed cube them. I mean, they're not the best because they're budget cubes, but it's cool. Also, if you guys are interested in buying these and know where to buy them, if you are in Europe, well, tough luck because I bought them from Amazon because I tried to buy them like from a Speed Cube shop and all of that other stuff, but they actually take so long to arrive in Europe and it's like insane. You actually have to pay the courier for commissions and stuff like that, because they have to cross the borders. So it was a little bit, I don't know, maybe that was my first experience, but then I bought all of the other ones through Amazon because they're cheaper. The worst thing is that you don't get the quality ones, so you could get some one-offs. But still, I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm only doing this not for speed cubing them. Probably if you bring these to some competitions, you're gonna lose. But I'm really bad at speed cubing anyway, so I don't care about it at this point. Maybe if I become better, I'm gonna try to, you know, care about it a little bit more and actually buy better cubes. But yeah, if you guys want to know where to buy these, which ones to buy based on your abilities, you can check out Jperm's videos on this. I'm gonna leave the videos in the description that actually influenced me in my choices. And now that we're done with this 3x3, we're gonna do and go over to the 4x4. Now, I think I explained this in a video already. The 4x4 is basically solved like a 3x3, but before actually solving it like a 3x3, you have to solve the centers, and then solve like the sides, like pair them together, and then you can solve it like a 3x3, but sometimes you get like some impossible combinations, and when you reach that point, you have to like do some algorithms to solve it. But yeah, now I'm not gonna solve it in this video because I'm really slow at a 4x4, but I think I solved it already in another video, or at least showcased it, so you can go check that out. Alright, so now let's go over to the more interesting puzzles. This is a really simple puzzle, but it's actually really fun, and I really love how it moves. So basically, it's composed of this corner piece that just rotates. So as you can see, it's not moving, it's just rotating on itself. And all of the corner pieces do that. But when they rotate, the center also rotates, and that's what makes this puzzle fun. But it's actually really simple to solve. It's like I think it's the simplest puzzle out of all of these. Now, I didn't actually look at an algorithm to solve it. It's more like you do some moves and stuff happens. Like, for example, you have these two green here and this green right here. You can just pair them up like this, and then you're actually almost done. And then what I do is I have like I don't know, this orange here and this other. Okay, wait, I just realized you cannot see this. So I have this orange here and I have this other orange here. So I pair them up like this. Then I save this. So I do this to save it. And then I go back, and now it should be solved. So yeah, it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you get some weird cases where you cannot do this, but you know, just spinning it around a little bit and doing some moves solves it. There is probably a normal way to solve this, like there is probably a simple algorithm to solve it all the time. But you know, this is how I solve it, and honestly, I'm not gonna speed cube this, even if I think this is an official cube for competitions. So people are actually learning to speed cube this in competitions. Anyway, yeah, this was the Ivy cube. Then we have the Skewb, which is also a really fun puzzle. This actually took me a long time to solve, even if it should not be as complicated. There is really just one simple algorithm that I found to solve it. But yeah, it's basically like the Ivy cube, but every time you move the corner actually doesn't stay in place. Like, the other corners actually move. Not only the center moves, but also the other corners. So this means that the corners are not solved in place, so it's a little bit more difficult. But basically what you have to do, usually you can start with the white center. You can just take the corners and pair them up to the center. So let's do this. I paired this one up, as you can see. And then I can do it with the other corners as well. So, for example, I don't know. Yeah, at example, this one, I can pair it here. Actually, I don't think this is the right place for it. No, it's not. Okay, yeah, this is the right place for it. So as you can see, I paired 2 of them. I can pair all 4 of them. There you go. And then the last one is right here. Okay, this was really simple to pair them up. They were just all lined up, okay. And then once you're done, you actually have to rotate the yellow to be facing up. So you can do it with a simple algorithm, which is like this one. And it's literally the only algorithm that you need to solve this puzzle. Like, you can do everything with just this algorithm. Now, probably there are faster ways to do it. But you know, if you do this algorithm in the right place, at the right times, you're gonna pair it up and it's gonna be all looking up. And now at this point, I actually don't remember how to solve this case. I usually just do random stuff and then it gets solved. I think the first time I solved this, I actually knew the algorithm for it. Like, I made up a system to solve this. But at this point, it's been such a long time I take this in my hands, so I really don't know how to solve this. I think the first time I solved it, I actually did something like this. Like, I did these algorithms like 3 times. So I did this, then I did it again, and then I did it one last time, and I think it did something different. It might have been that it just repeated itself. No, okay, this is definitely different. So yeah, that's what I did. I just did the same algorithm 3 times, and it did something different, and just shuffled the centers. So I did that until all of the centers were done. And I think it's doable. Yeah, I actually don't know. Let me try to mess around with it a little bit and just see if I can get it to be done. The fun thing about this puzzle... Okay, yeah, I think I'm on a case that I know now. I think now I just have to do it right here. The same algorithm, and then on the other side, and then it should be solved. If I remember correctly. I might be wrong though. I'm not wrong. Okay, yeah, it's solved. Nice. Yeah, the fun thing about this puzzle is that the finger tricks are so weird. I actually don't know how to do it with the finger tricks. But basically, because you cannot move it like this, but you have to move it like this, which is really weird. You hold it like this, and you have to do like some weird things with your palms in order to make the fingertips work. There is like a video on this, and it's, I don't know, I found it really interesting. But yeah, this is the Skewb. Really fun puzzle all the way. Okay, I have to take a break and like open my window, so I'm sorry if there are gonna be some noises in the background, because you guys don't understand, it's really warm in here. Like the temperature is so high. Okay, it should be sorted. I just realized I was recording my screen on top of the camera, so that's why it messed things up. I mean, I guess my computer was lagging. Anyway, we showcased all of these puzzles so far, but we have more to showcase. Now, this is the first... I actually don't know the name for this puzzle, I'm really sorry. But I got these three in a bundle, these three ones. I got them in a bundle, basically. And they're all like normal cubes, but instead of moving orthogonally, how can I say, they actually move like this. Which is a little bit strange. They like have squiggles on this side, okay? So they actually move like this, and they can make these weird effects. Now you may say, Nico, this is just like a Rubik's Cube. No, there is a little bit of a difference, because when you move it like 90 degrees, you can actually get some weird orientations out of it. So as you can see, you can get this little weird shape, so it doesn't have to remain a cube. But yeah, the way to solve it is basically just like a normal Rubik's Cube, but the only thing that could be different is that, at example, if I do this algorithm right here, that is only supposed to swap the last layer, I think it's called like a... I'm not gonna even try. But yeah, this is only supposed to swap these corners right here. I think it's called like a U-perm, okay? I'm not 100% sure. But instead of only doing that, it actually changes this one. So as you can see, this one is also rotated. So when you finished up the puzzle, you might be concerned, because there are some pieces that are not right. They're literally rotated 90 degrees. But yeah, I noticed... What is the cube? I lost it. Is it? No, it's not this one. Okay, yeah, I noticed if you repeat the same algorithm many times, at some point it's gonna be solved anyway. It's just gonna be a little bit annoying to do. But there is probably an easier way to solve it, and you know what? I might have messed it up. Yeah, I might have to solve this later. Okay, well, I'm gonna probably do a time-lapse at the end of the video where I solve this, because I kinda messed it up a little bit. Okay, next cube is a little bit of another squiggly one. This one, I think I prefer it more, because it's like the old one, which I messed up, so that's great. But instead of having 3 pieces right here, on the other side, so instead of having 3 pieces right here, it actually has 2. So there are pieces that get controlled by multiple turns. So, for example, this piece right here, it gets moved if I move it this way, but also if I move it this way. I don't know if it makes sense. But you know, instead of being a 3x3, it's more of a 3x2. But I really don't know, but it literally works like a 3x3. Like, I see no difference. And there is also that orientation problem thing. As you can see, you will be able to see it here. But, you know, I just think it looks much cooler. Okay, the reason I think it looks much cooler is because when you do the checkerboard pattern, which you can do by moving all of the axes, like, twice, you get this really cool, like, squiggly, I don't know how to define it, so it makes a really cool effect, and that's what I like about this puzzle. Anyway, that aside, let's move to the next one. You may say, well, Nico, I actually want to know about this one. I have no idea what this one is. Honestly, I took so much time trying to solve this, that honestly I don't know how it was supposed to look in the past. Actually, I might have a picture. I mean, there is probably a better picture on the internet, but it's this one, okay? So, I don't know how to make it look like that. You may say, well, Nico, it's just a regular Rubik's Cube. And no, it's not. I think it's similar to a Skewb, the way that it works. I don't want to have it spoiled, because maybe at some point I'm gonna figure it out. But honestly, this is so messed up that I have no idea. Like, I have no idea how to figure this out. I actually managed to do 1 layer on this, but then after I did 1 layer, the algorithms to solve a normal Rubik's Cube actually didn't work. So I had no idea how to continue, and you know, that was really bad. So it turned into a little bit of a mess. But yeah, that's cool. So let's not worry about this puzzle, okay? This puzzle can like go goodbye. Anyway, the next puzzle is actually really cool. It's really simple, but I really love how cool it looks. So I'm gonna show you how it works. I actually got this as a present for my birthday, and it's really great. I mean, you might say, Nico, you talk too much about Rubik's Cube. This is a Minecraft channel. Well, apparently I talk too much about Rubik's Cube in real life as well, because somebody was like, oh, he's so into Rubik's Cube, he's so into cubing, we have to give this as a present, so he's gonna shut up. So yeah, I definitely talk too much about this. But yeah, other than that, this is called a gear cube, and it's also really cool. So the way that it works is you cannot actually move it once. So if you move it 90 degrees, it's gonna be offset, and you're not gonna be able to turn it. So the only way you move it is by moving it 180 degrees. And basically what this does is that all of the colors are always gonna be facing the opposite side. So this side is only gonna have yellow and white, and this side as well. This side is only gonna have red and orange. There is no mixing of the colors. So this is why this puzzle is actually simple to solve, but the first time you try to solve it, it's actually gonna be a little bit complicated. The reason is, of these little cogs right here, or these little gears. Basically the way they work is, when you move the outer layers once, so you do a 180 degrees on the outer layers, the middle layer actually moves 90 degrees. So it's gonna be offset by 1. So this means that you have to actually move this so many times in order to get back to the original position. I think it's like 12 times, might be wrong. But yeah, after you do that so many times, you get back to the original position. But you know, this is 12 double spins, so it's gonna be like 24 normal spins, or normal moves, on a 3x3. So yeah, it looks complicated, but actually it's just a little bit grindy to solve. Like, you have to do all of these moves, and there are no finger tricks because it's really, it's more heavy. You have to do these moves in order to solve it, which is kinda slow. So I have no idea how to speed cube this one, but you know, it's pretty simple to solve. So the way you solve it is, I usually do the white side first because I'm more used to it. You do the corners first, and now the corners are not solved because they're not in the right place. So this is supposed to be red and red. So let me solve the corners normally. So you have to do something like this, maybe. You can like kinda do random moves, and at some point they're gonna solve themselves anyway. But yeah, this goes here, and then I move it, and now the corners should be solved after I do this move. So as you can see, the corners are solved. Once the corners are solved, what I usually do is look at if I need to move anything around. So, for example, right here there are 2 yellows. That's not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be white, right? So I'm gonna put white in here. I'm gonna move this by 1, so it's offset, and I'm gonna rotate it. So basically the white is gonna go where the yellow used to be. Okay, there you go. And then I'm gonna do it again, and rotate it again. So I do it for the other side as well. And then, once I'm done, as you can see, it's correct. So there's supposed to be, there used to be yellow in here, and now there is white. So this is blue, so this is correct. This is orange, so this is correct. I'm gonna show it like this. This is green, and it's correct, and this is... oh, this is not correct. This is orange, it's supposed to be red. So I need to swap these 2, and I can do it in a similar fashion. So I can basically do like this, swap it, and then like this, swap it, and then again. And then I just have to move it a lot of times. Okay, and as you can see, now it's gonna be all correct. And now the cube is actually solved already. All you have to do is actually just make it so these gears are oriented correctly, and you just do it by spinning it many times until they are correctly oriented. I know, it's really weird, but it's the way that it works. So you just spin it a lot of times and do it on this side as well. And now the cube is actually solved, but you can see that these centerpieces are messed up. You may say, why is that? Well, there is a simple algorithm to solve them. You just have to do these moves. It's like up, right, something like that. And then it's gonna be solved. Now we are looking at some more complicated puzzles. So this one I kinda like. It's the Pyraminx. It's actually not complicated. It's much simpler than a 3x3. But dude, it's so hard to solve without knowing any algorithms, because you get to the end of the Pyraminx and you have no idea what to do. So I actually solved it on accident. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how I think I can solve it, but I don't think I remember the algorithms, so I might be stuck. I'm really bad at Pyraminx, I'm sorry. So the first thing you do, you orient these little triangles, because the actual triangles don't move, so there is always gonna be a correct orientation for them. So as you can see, now they're all correctly oriented. So the other thing you can see is that these little centers right here, they actually don't move from one side to the other. They stay on the same side all the time. So this means that even these have a correct orientation. Okay, so that's not the yellow side. I have to find the yellow side. Oh, okay, it's here. It's this side. Because see, I can put yellow here, and then by doing this I can put yellow here. So now the yellow side is done. I mean, it's not done, but these yellow cores are in the right place. And now this red and blue cores are going to be in the right place, so I can just spin this, and as you can see now, all of the cores are in the right place. The only thing that changes are these little blobs right here, which are not in the right place, and actually this is not oriented correctly, I'm bad. So the way you put these ones together, you can actually do this intuitively. So I know that this one has to go down here, So I can just put it down here, and then do a save move to save that position, go back and do this, and now this one is gonna be correctly solved. And I can do this for all of the other ones, but at some point you're gonna reach a point where you cannot do that anymore, and you're not gonna need to use algorithms, and that's gonna be the sad part. So I can do it for this one, like this. Okay, and now all of it is solved except for this top part right here, and I think there is an algorithm to solve it at this point, which I'm never gonna remember. I think it goes something like this, and then you have to do like an insertion, like this. But yeah, now you get to another case, so that means that I did the wrong algorithm. I have no idea what the right algorithm is, so I'm gonna keep doing that until I get to the actual place where I have to use the algorithm, and then it's gonna be solved. Yeah, I know, this is not the way to solve it normally, but if you guys wanted to see a tutorial, you wouldn't have to watch this video, you would watch any other video. Maybe this is it, this might be it. Oh yeah, that is it, I have no idea what I did, but I solved it. Yeah, I'm so good at this. So this is called the mirror cube, I think. So the main characteristic is that it doesn't have any colors. So you may say, Nico, this is crazy, it doesn't have any colors. How can you solve it if it doesn't have any colors? Well, it actually takes a while. I'm not really fast at solving this, but it's basically just like a normal Rubik's Cube, but every single side has a different, how can I say, has a different sides. So this means that you can actually recognize one side from the other, from the sides. And what you need to do is actually pair this up, so that, you know, it goes back at looking like a cube. And I'm gonna do it from this position, I think. What I usually do is I make the first layer the thinner, the one that is most thin. I don't know, it's easier for me that way. So I'm gonna find the center of the thinnest layer, which is this one, because as you can see, it pairs up correctly. And now I'm gonna do the cross, so it's like a normal Rubik's Cube. So I need to do the cross, which I think is like this. There we go. Now 2 pieces of the cross are done. So this one is lined up, and this one is lined up. And now we got our cross done. And now what you need to do is actually, you know, do the first layer. It's just like a normal Rubik's Cube, but the thing is, I cannot actually do F2L on this one. F2L is basically when you match the first 2 layers together. And I cannot do this because I cannot recognize the different pieces. For example, I was able to recognize it here. So this one is one block, and I can just insert it in like this. And now as you can see, this little corner is done. And now I need to do it with all of the other corners, so like bear with me. And now we did all of the second side, we only need to do the algorithms for the first side. And now here's where it gets tricky, because you may say, well Nico, this is easy, it's just like a normal Rubik's Cube. No, but the hard part about this is that if you mess up an algorithm, you actually don't know where you messed up. Because, you know, you're kinda confused. Usually the algorithms are like, might have messed this up. Okay, yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. How can I mess it? I'm so bad. But yeah, usually you'd recognize the algorithm because you see the colors and all of that stuff. But since you cannot see colors here, it's actually really simple to mess up an algorithm. Also, the other thing is your fingers are supposed to be in a different place. Because all of the different, you know, things have different heights, your fingers are not in the right place, so you don't remember the algorithm as well. So I'm gonna try to go really slowly now and not do anything stupid. I'm still not done with this. I think I still have to do this. Just gonna do algorithms I'm sure about, you know? Not gonna do anything crazy. Oh, I think I have to do like a wipe arm on this side. Like I don't even know one loop PLL that well, so I don't even know how to solve it with one loop. Okay, and I think now I just have to do the thingy thing, the U-perm, or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna do this on this side because I don't know why. When I do it on the other side, I mess it up sometimes, and I really don't want to mess it up and do it again. So I'm gonna have to do it twice. Yeah, I'm really bad at cubing, guys. Why are you watching this video? But after you do it twice, it's gonna be solved. Hooray. And now this one is solved as well. And now we move over to puzzles. I have no idea how to solve, so I don't even know why I'm doing a video about them. Yeah, well, I'm doing a video about them because they are really cool. So I already talked about this one, is the Megaminx. Basically, you can move all of the, you know, faces. And it's basically like 2 Rubik's Cubes. Because you can actually solve this top side like a normal Rubik's Cube. And this bottom side like a normal Rubik's Cube. And then you have to do some extra steps to insert these little pieces right here, because they actually, you know, you cannot insert them without messing up the top. But after you do that, there is this little stripe of land right here between the 2 cubes, you could say, that is not solved. And I actually tried a lot of algorithms made by myself to solve them, but no matter what I do, it doesn't, like, I can solve all of the corners or solve all of the edges of this little stripe, but I don't know how to solve it completely, and I'm still trying to figure this out. Anyway, this is the Megaminx as well, and now we got 2 more cubes. I actually got this one like just 2 days ago, so I don't know, I don't have that much to say about them. This is a square one, and it looks really simple. You might say, why is it very simple? Because it kind of works similarly to that gear cube, meaning that you can only move 2 moves at a time. So as you can see, I can only move, wait, okay. Here, I cannot move just 90 degrees, I have to move 180 degrees. So this means that this side is gonna only have white and yellow, this side is only gonna have yellow and white, and also, you cannot move this side. These sides are actually, how can I say, the middle cannot be moved, can only be rotated, but as you can see, it cannot be moved on any other side. So you may say, well, this puzzle is really simple, like, the middle has to stay in place, the top and the bottom can only be swapped. Why is this puzzle hard? Well, the reason this puzzle is hard is because based on how the middle is positioned, you can actually do different moves and swap the pieces, and I have no idea how this works. So, as you can see, most of the time, I cannot even turn. So as you can see, I can only turn in this direction. This side I'm actually locked, because this piece right here is not moving. But if I actually move the center like this, or I move it this way, so based on how the center is moved, I can do different moves. And this is what's confusing. The confusing part is not that you have, it's not that the puzzle is limited, but it's more that like you don't have moves, you don't know what to do. So as you can see right here, I cannot move the puzzle at all, but if I line them all up like this, then I can move it. Actually no, I still cannot move it, because of this stupid piece right here. So you cannot think of algorithms on stuff to solve this, because most of your algorithms are not gonna work, they're just gonna stop you. So this is what's crazy about this puzzle, and it's actually supposed to be kinda hard, but I still haven't taken a good look at it, so I have no idea how hard it actually is. So I'm gonna let you know, I guess, in a future video. Anyway, we are here to the last puzzle, which is actually called the Puppet Cube. I have no idea how this works. I'm gonna be serious, I have no idea how this works. So I have a funny story about this puzzle. Yesterday, I was trying to solve it. What happened, it literally popped. So it literally exploded. Or rather, 2 pieces popped, and then I had no idea how to put them back together. So I destroyed the entire cube and disassembled on the table, and you can see a photo of it right now. And yeah, that was not fun. I had to reassemble the entire cube. It was actually much easier than I thought, but I had to watch like a tutorial video on how to reassemble it. So now that I put it back together, I actually know a little bit of the mechanism. Anyway, I don't want to spoil and get spoiled any solutions on these puzzles, because I'm still trying to figure them out myself. But I feel like I'm gonna need some help for this puzzle. Like, there is no way I'm gonna solve it on my own. I cannot even solve Megaminx, and this one is supposed to be easier, I think, and I cannot even solve it. Well, I didn't have that much time with this one, so it's not my fault. So there you have it. These are all of my puzzles, and as you can see them all right here. And now, before ending the video, I actually want to solve this one, because it's supposed to be a regular Rubik's Cube. But yeah, I will actually try to get this sort of pieces in, so I think I have to do like something like this. Sometimes you also can get some really bad cases on the top, I think, where you cannot actually solve it. I really hope I don't get a bad case, because I have no idea how to solve it, and I think I'm gonna get a bad case. Yes, I'm gonna get a bad case. So usually, on top, you're supposed to have either like an even number of yellow sides. Right now I have an odd number. This is actually not solvable, but I don't know how to fix this. Okay, so this is me from the future. I redid the puzzle again, like I literally scrambled it and did it again. Oh god. Okay, yes. And now, magically, I got a good case, so I'm just gonna take it. I mean, these 2 cores are messed up, but at least this thing is good, so I will take it, and I will do the algorithm to get the cross. And now, hopefully, I don't mess up any progress. So, let's not mess up this algorithm. Might have messed it up. No, I didn't mess it up. Okay, great. And now at this point, I have no idea what to do, so that's great. So yeah, I think I will just do this up until I solve all of the corners, and then see what happens. Because I want to solve all of the corners first. Okay, yeah, that is backwards. So you have to do it multiple times. Until it's like on the right side. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Oh, I think this one is one where I can do this right here. So now I should be in the like I should have solved all of the corners. Yes, they're all solved. Oh, and now I think I can. Okay, yeah, I need to do this. I need to practice this on a normal cube first. Okay, I want to do this algorithm right here to basically swap all of the corners or all of the sides. So let's see if I can do that. And then I have to do this. And then I have to do this, and then I have to do this, and is it gonna be solved? Is it gonna be solved? Hooray! Yes, I solved it. I actually did it. I actually solved it. I don't know how much I'm gonna keep this in the video because it took much longer than I anticipated. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, guys, these are all of my Rubik's Cube. Actually, no, wait. This is not solved. This is still not solved. No, wait. No. My OCD. Okay, there you go. So now, this is all solved. These are all of my Rubik's Cube. Thank you ever so much for watching this video to the very end. If you want to see more and you have ideas to how to make my collection larger, I would really love to hear them from you. I actually know of some cubes that I might buy, but it's probably gonna come in the future because these puzzles are really enough for me. But like one puzzle that I wanted to buy was the Void Cube, that is basically just like a regular cube but without the middle. So I have no idea how that works, but it's gonna be pretty fun. Another puzzle that I wanted to buy was the Puppet Cube Shoe. Naturally, I need to finish this one first, which might take like a really long time. And then I don't know, maybe I could buy like bigger cubes, like 5x5 or 6x6. I'm really not gonna do crazy stuff with 9x9 because it's gonna take me ages to solve them. Maybe I should buy a 2x2 because right now I don't have a 2x2. The only way of doing a 2x2 is by, scrambling the 4x4 like a 2x2, which I don't think is the best way to do it. I mean, jokes aside, I think I know how to solve it. I just need to do this kind of moves many times until I get to the right thingy thing. I mean, this is not how you actually are supposed to solve it. You're supposed to like remember all of the different combinations in order to solve this. And there you go. And once they're all paired up and beautiful, all you need to do is just do this and do it until it's solved, because this is the way we do things. So do it here until it's solved, and then do it one last time and it's gonna magically solve itself. I have no idea why this works, by the way. But yeah, I need to buy a 2x2 as well, and yeah, that's it. I think these are all of the puzzles I have so far. Now, I mean, this is definitely all of the puzzles I have so far, at least unless there is like one lurking somewhere, but I don't think so. But yeah, I also have my regular Rubik's Cube, but it's not here, so unfortunately I cannot showcase it. But it's just a regular, really old Rubik's Cube, which is the one I started with. Anyway guys, thank you ever so much for watching this video till the very end. I know that it's different from the kind of content I really do, but honestly, I really wanted to do this video in a long time. So for the 2 people that are still watching this till the very end, thank you for sticking by. And if you're interested in this hobby, you can drop a comment and tell me, or stuff like that. I can suggest some good channels that, are more into this and are much better than me, because naturally I'm just a newbie getting into the hobby. I just like solving these kind of puzzles. It kind of, makes my brain function. So, it's pretty fun. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This Pyraminx is about to pop, so okay, better put it somewhere. Okay, there you go. And thank you ever for watching to the very end. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. See ya!